بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. There is a narration, there's a quote from one of the Sahabi or Tabi'i. He says that it's reached us, not chained for this, but it's reached us, that Luqman, who's mentioned in the Quran, Luqman, he's known as Luqman al-Hakim, he's a very wise person. He says, قال لابنه, he said to his son, حليم كلما لقيك كرأك بأصاه خير من سفيه كلما لقيك سرك. He says that a clever person, an intelligent person, a wise person, you have one friend. Another friend is Safi. He's not that clever, maybe a bit stupid, not intelligent, not streetwise, doesn't have hikmah. The person who is not that clever, every time he meets you, he makes you happy. And another one says he gives you a dinar or a dirham, he gives you a gift. And the other person is very clever, he's very wise, he's very intelligent, he's wisdom, foresight, experience. Whenever you meet him, he kind of keeps you on track. He gives you some kind of advice. Maybe sometimes he's a bit firm with you, a bit stern with you. You know what you're doing here is not correct. It's a bit detrimental. He says the friend who every time he meets you, قَرَأَكَ بِأَصَى, metaphorically meaning he keeps you straight, even though you may not like it, or even though you may feel a bit, don't like it. And the other person is really fun, but he's not. Safi doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't have the high IQ level, or not very wise, not very clever, not very, not have the wisdom. But he makes you fun, is fun and entertaining company. The first is better. Because sometimes we misunderstand friend, or our definition of friend, our understanding of friend is somebody who we enjoy the company, we have fun with. So that is one definition of friend. On that, then anybody could be a friend. But a real friend, a true friend, somebody who will benefit you, whose company, whose association benefit you in this dunya and the hereafter, is not necessarily one who you enjoy spending time with, but it's rather that person whose company who benefits you, sitting with that person, meeting with that person, talking to that person, listening to that person, interacting with that person, brings you benefit. And that is sometimes that we all have a shortcoming, because we're natural human beings. So we don't like we don't like bitter medicine. We don't want to go through operation. We don't want to do things that we don't like. We'd rather a friend that will keep us awake at night, 10 to 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and miss Fajr because it's fun. We sit down having pizza, chips, ice cream. And the other friend is one who says, let's go to sleep early, a bit dry. No? We consider him to be a dry person. Let's go sleep early, wake up for tahajjud. Or let's wake up early so we don't miss Fajr Salah at least. We get Jama'ah with Salah. After Fajr, let's perform. What word do you use in slang? I would just use the word a dry person. That's what you're thinking, because it's not fun. But in reality, the other person, second person who makes you go to sleep early, he's your real friend. Why? He has your khair, he has your goodness at his heart. And similarly, in our time, that's why when you're young, you're teenagers, you misunderstand who's your friend. You don't understand who your friends are for. You're naive. We all go through this. Me, you, some people are going through it, some people have been through it. When you're young, you think, my friends are the one who I go outside with, hang around, play football, go out to eat with. And your mum is like, just come home, don't do this. Dad is saying, learn your sabak, go masjid, other stuff. What do we do? What do we like? One that's fun, even if it's harmful for us. And then we get angry at our parents, we get upset with our parents, we have tantrums with our parents. We want to do what? Stay up on the phone, play games, crush candy till 2 o'clock at night time. And our parents saying at 9 o'clock, the candy machine shuts down. Or there's no candy machine in the house, there's no point in crushing candy. There's no benefit in crushing the candy. Yes, we think, this is like so bad. My dad's so what's a big thing? Everybody else is doing it. But you don't realize, sometimes to be a good parent, like if you want to be, if a parent, or elder, a teacher, it's like just leave them alone, do what they want, It's easy for us, isn't it? But the parent who has to go out of their way and try to restrict you, look at your timetable, look at what you're doing, what you're not doing, and actually involve in your daily activities, that parent has much more love for you than the other parent. So they're willing to go and go in your bad books. That everybody else is going out to play, everybody else is doing this, but they say, no, this is something I want you to do because it's better for you. They're willing to take that step and put their foot down, even if you don't like them, because they want what is good for you. Sometimes parents, they get a bit frustrated, sometimes because it's so informal with you, they don't want it properly. Sometimes it happens, they not use the best way of doing it, but in the end of the day, the parents will have your best interest at heart. And they let that person, the Halim, they try to keep you straight, because they're not just worried about you're going to have fun. They're worried about your friend is one who takes you out and feeds you. Or you feed them, you spend like £100 or £50, went out to eat. Say, oh, Majavi, we went to this place, and your parents are thinking, you're spending £50 to go out to eat in a meal. You have to learn to balance the money, you have to manage your finances. If you have this habit of spending money or wasting money, doing israf, what's going to happen? You're not going to, financially, you're going to put yourself in problems later on. If you get a habit of wastage, it's big, the rest of your life you're in big trouble. Your parents say, well, you got a bad habit of going to sleep late, or you got a habit of going to sleep late. It's not good for your health. In 10, 15, 20 years' time, you're just going to affect your health. What you're eating, what you're not eating, you don't eat on time. Or sometimes please don't play football. Why? Or you can get a broken foot. So you think, oh, just no, why are you freaking out for no reason, Dad? But they have your best interest at heart. So many things like this. So we have to understand who are our friends. And not necessarily our foes. Our friends may not be our foes, but they're just like us. We say, Urdu Nadan, not Hakim. They don't understand what's best for themselves. And if you don't understand who your friends are, who's giving you advice, or who wants the best for you, and who doesn't have the best interests at heart, or who doesn't even understand what the best interests are. So I'm not saying your friends are bad people, or your friends are evil people. It's that sometimes you're both unwise. You're both not, you don't have the wisdom of life. So you try to listen to him because it's more fun. But fun doesn't necessarily mean the best. You understand? Because the disbelievers have fun in dunya. Eat, drink, alcohol, pubbing, nightclubs, women, dancing, gambling. Well, there's no, that's fun. Not necessarily the best option. And even in that way, there's a limit. Gambling is fun. After the bet goes down, you get the buzz as soon as you put the bet. And after you lose, then you go down. You drink alcohol, you have a big buzz, and the next morning you get a hangover and you're all throwing up and you don't know what you've done. So everything fun is not necessarily the best option. So from this, what we need to understand is, for us to become successful in life, number one is associate yourself with people, whether same age, elders, teachers, parents, uncles. Sit with those people who can give you some wisdom. There's a lot to learn. Number two, if somebody does something, says something which you don't like, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person. On the contrary, they actually may have your best interests at heart. And those people whose company is always fun, they may not be bad people, but they may just not be street smart, or they don't have the wisdom of life, and their company will not be necessarily beneficial for you. So for us to be successful, we have to understand who are we in Urdu, who are our mukhlifs, who are our khair, who wish good for us, and who may not wish good for us, or who is naive. If you can differentiate this, you will learn a lot. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability to act upon this. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.